The OSPREY Exos has been one of the most popular lightweight backpacking packs for years, but Gregory has released a new pack that may give the Exos a run for its money. The Gregory Focal is a pack that is lightweight and packed with features and may be a great option for a lot of backpackers out there. Today we're going to go over everything that I love about this pack, as well as some of the negatives that I've encountered over hundreds of miles of use. Starting with what's good about the pack, first up we have all the options that you can get for the Gregory Focal. It comes in a 48-liter version and a 58-liter version, and you can get it in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. The medium size fits my 18-inch torso perfectly. For some reason, Gregory names the women's and men's versions of their pack differently. The women's version of the Focal is called the Faucet, and it comes in 45 and 55-liter versions, also with 3 different sizes. A lot of packs out there only come in 2 sizes, small, medium, and then medium large. So it's really nice that the Gregory Focal allows you to kind of customize the size a little bit more with those 3 different sizes. But there are some issues with sizing that I've come across, but we'll get into those once we start talking about what's bad about this pack. Next, we'll get into the features of the Focal. This is a feature-rich pack. You'd expect nothing less from a pack made by Gregory or OSPREY. Starting with the brain, we have a nice big floating brain here. Because it's floating, you can really pack a lot into the top pocket here. I can fit my first aid kit, poop kit, ditty bag, as well as a whole bunch of other items. As well, there's a pocket on the underside of the brain, which is great for storing things like your keys or your wallet. The pack has some great pockets. You have a decent sized front pocket here that is stretchy. I can fit a good amount of stuff in there. It's not huge, but it fits everything that I need it to fit. There's also a reinforced durable patch in the middle here, and I have found that pretty useful, especially when I've been grinding it through some canyons in Utah. The hip belt pockets are a little bit hard to use with one hand if they're not full. I can have troubles trying to close it with one hand sometimes. To round out the pockets, we have stretchy side pockets on either side, great for putting tent poles, bear spray, or water bottles. These pockets are designed very well for holding water bottles. You can stick water bottles in through the top. Then they have these side access holes that you can use in order to grab the water bottles and pull them out very easily. This is a very nice feature for someone like me who has little short T-Rex arms and bad shoulder flexibility. I can very easily grab my water bottle out of those side pockets as well as put it back. A couple more features with this pack. We have a trekking pole attachment system on one side here. So it's only on one side, so you have to put both trekking poles into the one loop. The last feature I want to talk about is this trampoline back. So there's this mesh that's held away from the main pack body, and that helps keep your back cool. There's a lot of ventilation that can get its way through the sides here as well as through the mesh, and then your back just does not get as warm or sweaty when you're backpacking on really hot days. The mesh and the entire harness system here is treated with Polygiene, which helps make it not absorb a lot of smells, so your pack is not gonna get stinky after a lot of use. A nice surprise with this trampoline back was that I found it didn't affect carrying capacity or how I loaded up the pack. Sometimes these trampoline backs can be super curved, and then that makes it a little bit more difficult to pack your gear inside the pack. Carrying capacity is awesome with the Gregory Focal. You have vertical aluminum stays to transfer weight to your hips, and then you have horizontal fiberglass stays to help stabilize the load. The pack is advertised as being able to carry 35 pounds, but I've had over 40 pounds in it when I had to do a big water carry in the desert, and it carried that weight no problem. In order to maximize the carrying capacity of this pack, just make sure that all of the compression straps are done up, especially these blue ones, which wrap around the bottom here. Otherwise, you're gonna have a saggy load. The next good thing with this pack is weight. It weighs 1,250 grams or 44 ounces on my scale at home. And that's very lightweight for a pack that has this kind of carrying capacity, the durability, and all the features that you can see in the Gregory Focal. Kind of a neutral is the price. It costs $240. That's not necessarily a great price, but it's not a terrible price either. A lot of high-end packs out there are going for over $300, and it's nice you can get a pack for around $200 with the lifetime warranty of Gregory. Another good thing with the Gregory Focal is durability. It's designed so that it's still lightweight, but also very durable. In low wear areas, like on the sides here, they use 100 denier nylon, and then in high wear areas, like we have on the brain and this middle piece of the front pocket, as well as the bottom, they use 210 denier ripstop nylon. And both types of nylon use recycled materials. The 100 denier ripstop nylon uses 40% recycled materials, whereas the high wear 210 denier uses 45% recycled nylon. Like I said, I've used this pack for hundreds of miles in a ton of different places, including slot canyons, West Coast Trail, Rocky Mountains, ton of different types of terrain, and it's still holding up great. There's a few little nicks and tears on the mesh areas on the side pockets as well as the front pocket, but other than that, the pack is holding up really good. And if your pack does fail on you for whatever reason, you are covered by Gregory's lifetime warranty. But there are some negatives that I've encountered with this pack. The first couple have to do with carrying capacity. Like I said, it does carry 40 pounds really really well, but they could have made it carry a little bit better. That would have added a little bit of weight, but if they had had straps that attached the main body, especially these aluminum stays, to the hip belt, you see that on some other packs, they would have had a bit better carrying capacity with the Gregory Focal. As well, the foam in the shoulder straps and hip belts is really soft. It's low density foam, and because of that, it doesn't transfer load or carry load as well as a stiffer or higher density foam. A couple more bad things with the pack have to do with straps. So the chest strap here slides really easily on me. I'll try and have it around the optimal part of my chest and it'll just slide up really high, and nothing I do gets that to stay in place nicely. The other issue that I have is with the waist strap. So I have the size medium and I have a 33-inch pant waist size, and I am cinching this almost all the way up. So if I was much slimmer, I would not have enough room in order to cinch the waist belt down enough. And if you don't have that cinched down well enough, you're not gonna get weight transfer to your hips. Then it's gonna be really hard to carry a large load with this pack. Check out this trip video where I take the Gregory Focal into the desert of Utah and drag it through some awesome slot canyons. The views are spectacular and I get into some really cool areas.